What is going on, guys? We are headed to a Maserati party. All right, pulling up to the Maserati event. Nice MC20 parked out front. Check out the entrance to this house. This is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the new all-electric Gran Turismo, the Folgore, 3 electric motors, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. It's absolutely gorgeous looking. Very classic Maserati design, but a little bit more modernized. What do you guys think? Taking a peek at the inside of the Folgore, really, really pretty. I love the two-tone. The details in here are crazy. Even on the side here where the door opens, you've got this copper carbon fiber. Now this right here works as both the logo, a clock, a compass. The steering wheel is super pretty. I'm impressed with the design language. Look at the kitchen setup, a bunch of awesome food. This is epic. So now we've got an internal combustion engine Gran Turismo Trofeo. It's got the same motor as the MC20, a twin turbocharged 6-cylinder with 550 horsepower. Pretty cool spec on this as well. And then over here in the corner, they've got their new Formula E car in this crazy garage setup. Looks like something out of Star Wars. I do feel like Formula E cars in general could be cooler designed, but I'm sure there's regulations and specifications that it needs to meet. It's probably really fun to drive. Well, this is ridiculous. A 4x4 squared, and then a 6x6 in front of it, and then I think another 6x6 in front of that. Only at Monterey Car Week do you see something like this. That is ridiculous. Two gorgeous Porsches, a 4.0. We made it to downtown Monterey for the first time on this trip. There's basically 2 main areas during Car Week for nighttime car spotting and activities. Ocean Avenue in Carmel and downtown Monterey by the Portola Hotel. Some of the parking garages have the most insane lineups. Oftentimes there are guards that don't let you in, but we're gonna try our luck. Look at this. Covered in mud. This is the craziest 12C I've ever seen, and for sure the craziest 12C you guys have ever seen. It's before MSO, full red carbon. Look at the interior. Love it or hate it, you can't deny it's unbelievably unique. Look at all the red carbon in the engine bay, and then the louvered fenders on a 12C. I have never seen that before. Wow, look at the wheels too. The 935 is such a cool looking Porsche. I love the aero disc wheels, and then that rear end is just ridiculous.
The door super light. Oh yeah, easy enough.
Look at the interior, those head restraints. So look at this, 250 GT long wheelbase with Zagato bodywork, one of only 2 in the world. This thing is worth way more than $10 million. That is crazy. 250 LM, estimated to go for $18 to $20 million. Can you get me one?
Yeah, if you get me a dog.
Look at this 2002 Michael Schumacher F1 car that he actually won a race in, and it runs. And you can bid on this. Could you imagine driving this on a track day? Look at this 275 owned by Steve McQueen. Estimated around $7 to $8 million. Getting to take a peek at the interior. This thing is absolutely spectacular. And then we've got a 250 short wheelbase, estimated upwards of $11 million. It's pretty cool to see it in the silverish blue color instead of red like every other Ferrari. We've got a McLaren Speedtail, a C-Type, only 900 miles on this F40. Look at this, an XKSS, which is basically a road-going version of the D-Type, estimated $12 to $14 million. I've never even heard of this car before. That is insane. Look at the plate on this Ferrari. I don't think it gets any better. 550A Le Mans car, estimated $5 million. I love the kind of unfinished metal look to it. Aston Martin DB3S from 1956. It's really cool to see. You can see that signature grille design that they've brought into modern cars like the Vantage. Beautiful blue 300 SL Roadster, and then a 300 SL Gullwing with the matching luggage in the back and those plaid seats. Another car I've never seen before, the Type 57 convertible. I've seen a handful of coupes, but really cool with the drop top. Look at this, $5 to $7 million. Look at this, the world's only F40 I can afford, and it's still $30 to $40,000 for a kid's toy. That's expensive. Apparently this engine over here was worked on by Enzo, and then look how cool this table is. That is table goals. Extremely low mileage Lexus LFA with an interior I've never seen before. Look at this. It's all red inside. The one I reviewed had a black and red interior, but this has white seats completely and white on the steering wheel. Look at this McLaren P1 with blue tinted carbon fiber. This is the first one I've ever seen with that. Oh, probably the best driving car I've ever reviewed. I love these things. That carbon fiber roof scoop. Dark red interior. Dry carbon too. Gunther Works Carbon Noir Edition, 1 of 25. The interior of these is wild. Still haven't driven one, but would like to review one. So, hey Gunther Works. 2021 Heritage Ford GT, carbon fiber hood with the red. It's almost a full stripe, except it stops on the roof. Pretty cool livery. Shelby Cobras. And then look at this, XJ220 down at the end. These are crazy. Last time I saw, they were in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, so I'm curious. Oh, they have skyrocketed. $550,000 to $600,000. Well, I have never seen a crazier setup for a Ferrari collection in my entire life. Apparently, all of these cars were essentially destroyed in a hurricane, but there's some absolute gems in here. This 275 sold for $3.3 million as is. I mean, look at the condition, but obviously if you restore it, this is a $7-8 million car. It's really crazy to see 250 over there. And then look at some of the setups they've got going on with the tire smashed in the windshield right there. And then look, I think this is my favorite. Look at that, just a giant wooden board smashed on the hood. I mean, when have you ever seen Ferraris in this condition all together? Look at this, barn find cars. This car, a 500 Mondial, sold like this as is for $1.8 million.
At $395, we're just getting
what? So I didn't realize that the designer of the 250 GTO designed this Bizzarini, and this is a really cool Italian masterpiece.
115 would be next. 115.
It'd be better if it had a V12 though. After seeing the XJ220, seeing an XJR15, honestly, I like these more. A lot of people don't know these even exist, and this has a V12. Look how small it is inside. I got to hear one of these drive by the other day, and man, it sounds good. Ford GT Mark II track-only race car. These look so cool. The louvered fenders, all of the carbon fiber, that massive roof scoop. I feel like they should have done a street legal version, like a final edition Ford GT that had some of this bodywork. The diffuser is ridiculous, and look at that. The exhaust pipe holes for the road car, the exhaust is down there. 550 race car. I actually saw one of these race at the Dubai Autodrome when I was out there last November. One of the loudest V12 cars I have ever heard. Man, that is epic. Beautiful Ferrari Enzo, quite a bit cleaner than the one we saw at Motorlux that was absolutely destroyed. But it's actually got a red interior. Red on red is a pretty cool color combination. I really, really want to review one of these. 275 pulling in. Casual. Look at this, McLaren Senna, Ferrari F40. Oh, the lighting is crazy in this garage. Porsche 959 casually in a parking garage. Beautiful GT2 RS Turbo S. Gorgeous Singer next to the 275. Huracan Storado. I feel like I'm seeing these everywhere during car week. So cool though. And then a Bugatti Veyron, kind of satin blue. And then some more orange Lambos over here, Huracan Evo and STO. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a P1 with all satin carbon fiber. That actually looks amazing. It's got carbon fiber HREs as well. Interesting color for sure. McLaren Sabre pulling through.